Morning, children. So here I am again with the same chapter, Lost Spring. This is the second part of it. And in the previous part, we had spoken about Sahib-e-Alam, who is a picker. And in this, we are going to speak about about Mukesh, who lives in Firozabad, and his family is involved in making factory. So here again, they're all working in the factory, and they are in a web of caught in a web of poverty, and they're being exploited by money lenders, middlemen, and policemen who keep exploiting and torment them. So this chapter, but Mukesh is slightly different from the others. He has dared to dream and to dream of becoming a motor mechanic, that is coming out of this family business of bangle making to becoming a motor mechanic. So the chapter goes like this. As I had said, Mukesh belongs to a family of bangle makers. The bangle makers of Firozabad are condemned to lead a life of poverty, misery, and exploitation. But Mukesh seems to be an exception. He has not let poverty kill his dreams. He doesn't want to follow the traditional job of making bangles. He thinks and acts differently than the other members of his family. He dreams to be a motor mechanic. He wants to drive a car one day. Mukesh seems to be determined. It is said that fortune favors the brave. Mukesh's dream can be converted into a reality. Only he will have to find out a garage where he can be admitted as an apprentice. Within no time, he will graduate himself to be a good mechanic. If he wants to become a taxi driver, first of all, he will have to learn how to drive a car. He will get a license only when he clears the driving test. After that, he can join any travel agency as a driver. Yes, this does seem good, but working in the glass bangles industry is quite hazardous. There are about 20,000 children of tender ages. None of them knows that this is illegal for children to work in such industries because nobody cares for law in Firozabad. The bangle makers work in glass furnaces with high temperature. They work in dingy cells without air and light. Their eyes are more adjusted to the dark than to the light outside. That is why they often end up losing their eyesight before they become adults. Mukesh's grandfather became blind with the dust from polishing the glass bangles. Years of mind-numbing toil have killed all that initiative and the ability to dream. Thousands of boys and girls sit with their fathers and mothers in dark hutments. They shape pieces of colored glass into circles of bangles. It is a crying shame that India has the maximum number of child workers in the world. It is a stigma that puts our head out in shame. Childhood is the most tender age. A child needs love and care. It's so unfortunate that all the major industries employ large number of children and to work in such high temperature in the bangle industry. Carpet industry of Mirzapur also employ thousands of children. The worst criminals are the firework factories in Sivakasi. Employment of children in such hazardous industries are illegal. But laws against child labor don't have teeth in them. Those who employ children must be punished, and those who employ them in hazardous industries must be sent behind bars. Now, these children are all working in the most difficult situations. Now, these years of mind-numbing toil has killed the initiative of the young. They cannot organize themselves into cooperatives. Middlemen exploit them. There is no leader among them. There are two worlds. One is the world of bangle makers. They are caught in the web of poverty. There is another world of money lenders, middlemen, and policemen who fleece them. Mukesh's eyes are full of hope. He chooses to be different from others. He wants to become a motor mechanic. The narrator asks him if he dreams of flying a plane. He silently says no. He is content to dream of cars that move down the streets of his town. There are very few planes flying in the skies of Firozabad. Thank you so much, children. Yes.